Did you push the live button?
Yep.
Oh, thanks for warning me. Hey everybody.
We're live.
We're live. How was your Easter?
Happy Monday.
Let me make sure this is on mute. Nope. Did everyone have a good Passover, Easter, whatever you celebrate yesterday?
Resurrection Day.
Who was here? Let me give Linda What's Not to Paint. That's a cute name. Linda What's Not to Paint. What's that? Here comes the disclaimer. This is not my regular scheduled program. We're going live every day during the situation to connect with you, to give you ideas for projects that you can make while you are at home. My edited videos are still coming out. I am just finishing up the edits on the next video. It might come out today, later today, or tomorrow. I decided to take yesterday off because it was Easter, so that's why it's been delayed among many other things. So if you do not like edited or live videos.
Who doesn't like edited videos?
If you do not like live videos, skip this video and wait for the edited one. It is coming. And if you don't like us saying hello to everybody, fast forward a few minutes because we say hi to everybody in the beginning. And we do have a new edited video this morning of moi over there. She posted a bang trim video. Did you guys see it?
Surprise, surprise.
It was so
I told you I would try to get it out Monday. I got it out because we had a gap over the weekend, and so hopefully that helps y'all that have issues with long bangs.
I never knew that you cut like this. I would have, if I was trying to cut my bangs by myself, I would have just gone straight across.
A lot of people do, and the point cutting is just a softer edge.
Awesome.
So, good little tip for you, and thanks for all the comments and the love.
Tiffany says she loved the bang trim video.
Yay.
Can't wait to see what you make. Lolly lolly. They're talking to each other, which is nice. Okay, Danielle, so we have these journals that I just uploaded to the website. They are, have you ever done a gratitude journal or any kind of journal?
I used to do journals a lot. I don't do them so much anymore, but I love them.
They're big, they're hardbound. They have a bunch of lined blank pages. And I have several different categories of journals. I have a journal just for all my story ideas. When a story comes to mind, I write it down in the journal, or even just a few sentences. I have sketch journals for projects that I want to make in the future. I've never done a gratitude journal, but I might start that, or I might just start like a journal for like I got a new Bible. I haven't been able to read my Bible for the longest time because the print has gotten too small for me. But I got a new one with big print, so I'm thinking maybe I'll have just like a journal to take notes, but I like to scribble in my Bible, so I may not. I don't know. But
when my kids were little, I had a journal for each one of them with their name on it. And I would journal down the funny things that they would say. I wanted to remember them over the years. I started off out of the gate really strong, and then it kind of, faded out. But I have the funniest things that written down in, what they would say. They were hysterical. So that's a great idea to do.
Yeah. So you guys, you can get journals at the dollar store. You can order one from us on DIY a Go-Go.
This one is 168 pages, and it's college ruled, which I like because I don't like the wide ruled. I like college ruled.
Yeah, and it's got a little ribbon to mark your place. So
what are we doing?
I was gonna take this. If you'll hand me that, I have dibs on this. You can, I've seen so many ways that you can decorate a journal. There's just literally hundreds of ideas on Pinterest. I'm gonna take this and glue it to the front and paint it in, and then maybe edge it with some clay molds and maybe stamp the inside cover. I don't know. But what are you gonna do, Danielle?
I think I will paint it first. Just give it a good base coat color that I like, and then I'm probably gonna do some IOD molds on it and make it real personal. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, this could be used for so many different things. I could just have it a notepad. It doesn't even have to be like a diary or a journal. It could just be laying around in my house, and anytime I want to jot something down, it's cute. It's a cute little book to write notes instead of yellow stickies everywhere. It's all collected.
Yeah.
So, and we tried to move the camera a little closer and a little higher so that you could actually see us working a little bit better. And I don't know if you noticed, but I made it a little cleaner.
Sure
So.
did.
Oh, we just got a super chat. Happy Easter,
Thank you.
Jad. Wait, I don't know how to say that. Jadiper? I don't know, but thank you.
Jadiper. Jadiper. Thank you, Jadiper.
Happy Easter. Yes, I hope you guys all had a wonderful day yesterday, a wonderful weekend.
She says she goes by Jade.
Oh, Jade.
That's an awesome name. I like the name Jade.
Oh, I like that. Just Jade. Very pretty.
Okay, I'm gonna trim mine.
Okay.
You know, you can just paint right over the book too.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a nice base coat of cherry picked and or maybe
I ventured out to the grocery store yesterday. I've only gone like 3 times. Like I usually go and I buy as much as my fridge can hold, and then when I get desperate I go again. But this is like these aren't on our website. There's no affiliate links. But if you're keto, I've tried a lot of keto snacks. These are my favorite right here. These fat snack cookies. You can get them at Sprouts, and they are low carb, low sugar, 2 net carbs, no sugar, keto. This one is Keto Crisp. It tastes like a Rice Krispie treat, but chocolate. Totally good. And then these BHU Ketos. These are refrigerated, but they taste like chocolate chip cookie dough. Those are good too. Just FYI if you're looking. I stocked up on the snacks.
we get asked a lot what kind of keto food we eat, and basically what I eat is meat.
I know, I eat meat too, but once in a while I like the treats. Keto ice cream, this one is by Enlightened, but this one is my favorite, the Rebel. They have a bunch of flavors, and this is cookies and cream. Yum. All right.
Do you have Hey Sailor here?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's all right.
Okay, I'm gonna trim this. I'm gonna have this big long paintbrush wrap around the edge. And you can get these fabric panels on our website too. It's the same fabric that this brush roller is made up of. We sold a ton of these, you guys, and it holds your brushes. It's a little brush roll thing, but the same company also sells these little panels of fabric if you want to use them for anything. I am gonna put them on my...
So there's a gal on here, Dana Ferg, and she said she tried the eyelashes and they were beautiful, but she couldn't remove them. It was like putty. So
Oh, because you need waterproof mascara eye remover.
yeah, you definitely need the eye makeup remover that's for waterproof.
Yeah, I have some that takes it off, but otherwise, yeah, it's on there. Splenda Stevia may be a replacement for keto. Yeah, I don't use Splenda. I use Stevia. Splenda, I wouldn't touch Splenda with a 10-foot pole. That's just me. Yeah, try something like coconut oil, an oil-based remover. But a good waterproof mascara remover is your best bet. Okay, I'm gonna have raw edges, so I'm not worried about folding this over. I want the edges to be kind of frayed.
I was hoping for a navy, but should I mix bohemian blue with maybe blue iris? You think I'll get a navy out of that?
Bohemian, I don't think you'll get a navy, but you could get an interesting color. Maybe, I would just say bohemian blue, maybe with a tiny bit of black, might be your best bet. But bohemian blue is like a teal, so.
Okay.
So yesterday I got up at 5:30 and I went over to my sister's house and we watched the sunrise service online in my PJs with my niece and her husband, and then Ellie made us keto pancakes and bacon.
Yeah, it was
and then
good.
we watched movies for the rest of the day and hung out. I went to the grocery store.
Debbie and I watched The Chosen.
Oh,
I think I
that's
talked
so
about
good.
it last week. How many of you guys have seen The Chosen series?
I loved it. I watched all 8 episodes.
I love that series so much. It's I've been telling everybody about it. And for those who don't know what I'm talking about, you just go to the App Store, download the Chosen app.
It's free, right?
Yeah, it's all free. It's not on Netflix. It's not on Amazon. It's a publicly funded TV series. So you just download the app and you can watch it for free.
Yeah, it was good.
Blue iris and black for navy. Oh, okay, yeah. She's very low. Blue iris must be her favorite color because she has nothing
No,
in
I
it.
have a new one.
Oh, okay, well.
I like blue iris.
I love blue iris. So maybe if you have a new one, maybe I'll put it over this and kind of distress it maybe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, are you using that little sample jar of blue iris? Because I have a pint of it somewhere.
Yeah, it's empty, so if we want to fill that up, we can, but,
Oh, it's not empty. You still have.
well, it has a little bit of water. It's very watery. Thank you. If I rough up IKEA cabinets, can I paint with DIY? I would need to use wax or not a good idea? Question mark.
IKEA cabinets, you definitely want to, most likely you want to sand them first. I would think every single wood has a different reaction, but the only ones that I have seen trouble with are IKEA type of wood. So maybe lightly sand, maybe consider even priming and then paint. I would take like a small drawer front and test it and see what happens before you go to town. And then you could wax. Some people like to wax their kitchen cabinets. Other people like to use Big Top. Other people use other types of sealer. It just depends on what you like.
Your finished look.
Yeah. Christina, it's on there. It's called Salvation Solution. It's not on DIY A Go-Go. It's on DIYpaint.co. We don't sell any paint products on DIY A Go-Go. It's on our other website because it's shipped from a different location. Okay.
Was Debbie the first in the family to go keto? Yes. And after I saw how much healthier she got so quickly and all the other stuff, like I followed. And I followed for reasons of health mostly because
You've never had to lose weight.
I never really had, I never had a major weight issue. I did want to lose a little bit of weight after hitting menopause, but it was mostly to keep my cancer away. And I've seen the results, so I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I need to let that dry a little bit before I really go to town.
You're becoming a crafting pro, says Vintage Sin. Michelle says she likes the new camera setup.
Is it better?
Yeah, I
You
feel
guys
like
have
they
better
can
views?
See the
See what we do?
yeah, see us better.
So I want to do some molds. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do a big flower mold.
You can't find Salvation Solution either. Oh yeah, you know why? Because you're right, it's not on there yet.
Oh, it's
Usually
not?
when we roll out a new product, we let the retailers have it exclusively first for a week or so, because we make every effort to drive all the sales to them. So the copper and the green wax and the Salvation Solution are not on DIY.co yet. So the best way to get it is go to the Find a Retailer page, and then find a retailer in your area or one that you enjoy following, and most all of them are drop shipping paint to your door, and we will add that. I just forgot to add it, because usually we give like it's been 2 weeks since we launched it, but so many other things have been going on that I totally forgot to put it up. So that's why it's not on there. That is why, but you can still get it, and you can still get it shipped to you very easily. Every single DIY retailer has the ability to ship any product right to your door. We have made special efforts. That's what the focus of everything I've been doing lately is, to make sure that we have shipping set up for all of our retailers.
Ooh, somebody got VIP house drop off from Kara.
Wow. Yeah, some of them will deliver to you too, and if they don't have something in stock, they can have it shipped to you.
Lolly lolly.
So, awesome. This glue is thick.
Alicia, the Chosen is awesome. Yay, we got another Chosen fan.
Yeah, it really brings things to life.
Christy seems to think I won't want to go back to the salon after all this crafting.
She will.
I will, but I think there's a good compromise. I'll come over every Monday and continue the live crafting hour every Monday. We'll do it once a week.
Man, this glue, I left the lid off the glue, so it's thick. What a mess. Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna put a link there for the Chosen because some of you are asking. So I will put a link, and that will take you to the app. The link will take you to the App Store, and all you got to do is download the app, and you can watch it through your phone.
Yeah, I liked it so much that I watched all 8 episodes. It's like a Netflix special, where they have all the episodes. I watched all 8 yesterday.
She binge watched. It's easy to do.
I'm probably gonna watch them all again because it's easy to miss stuff, but it's very, very cool, very entertaining, and just brings things to life. Add a little more water. I know, I have a little bowl of water, but I probably should just get a new glue container. Ugh. This is not how the glue normally is. This is my fault for leaving the lid off.
You left the lid off of the Aleen's.
Yep. Yep.
You don't need Netflix, Delissa.
No. You don't need any service. Not Hulu, not Netflix, not anything. It's an
You
app.
can watch it on your TV through your phone, or you just watch it on your phone.
I just watched it on my phone.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys will love it. And it's not just an Easter show, it's just a year-round show. And they're working on season 2 right now. Ooh, I'm hot already.
I know. I'm gonna open the window. What's
Yeah,
the
it
deal?
feels like we need some air. Is this actually live right now? Little Chickadee, yes, you are live right now with us.
Chickadee. Yes.
Little Chickadee, do you have a question? We are live, we can answer questions. Oh my God, I've always wanted to catch you live. You caught us live.
Oh, we got a super chat from Brittany Mason. Thank you, Brittany.
Oh, Brittany, thank you so much. You guys are so supportive.
I know. So appreciated.
Very grateful. If I make this a gratitude journal, I'm putting that in it. I'm grateful for all your guys' love and support. So,
Okay, look at this mess. Oh, the glue is so gross.
so this clay that is pretty sticky. Did you add water or something to it? I have to do that again.
No, is it super sticky?
Well, it just felt a lot of moisture was on it. Maybe there was. I'm gonna do it again
Okay.
because that one didn't come out very good.
Thank you, Brittany. Thanks for watching. Michelle Cook says, I'm stretching out my DIY paint supply and trying to make it last till the money exchange rates improve between US and Australia. Well, it's easy to stretch it out. Like I have taken, first of all, it's super concentrated, so most people don't realize, like every time I paint, I use this. So I brush it on and spray because it's 5 times more pigmented than most paints. So that's a great way to make it go further. And then even after that, when you get like the chunky buildup around the rim, you can see the rim where it's all dried up. You can dig that out with a screwdriver, and you can pulverize it and add water to it, and you can use it again. Like there are ways to make it stretch, for sure. Barbara is in Clayton, North Carolina. Mary's in Albuquerque. It keeps being crazy here in Boise too. Tegan says, how is it crazy there? I heard there was tornado warnings on the East Coast this morning.
Oh,
Did
really?
you hear that? Yeah. Someone in Savannah, our retailer Funky Butterfly in Savannah, said she woke up to tornado warnings.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Yeah, there's some craziness going on. Earthquakes in Idaho. I was sitting at my desk the other day when the California earthquake happened, the 5.0. It was a pretty strong jolt. Very short.
I didn't even feel it.
It was
Usually-
very short, but it was
Usually
strong.
I'm the one who feels all the things.
I know, and I never feel them, and this time I felt
I'll
it.
call her, I'll be like, my lights overhead will be swinging, and I'll call Danielle, I'm like, oh my gosh. And she's like, what? I didn't feel a single thing. Neither does my dad, and I'm like the only one. And
Okay, so I'm having a really hard time getting the mold out of the clay out of the mold, and I think I need to put some like cornstarch or something in it, so I may have a third try here.
What's the problem? It's too sticky?
I think it's just,
I
need-
threw a bunch of water in that bag.
that's probably why.
Try that one.
I
Let
don't
me
know
see,
if it's
this-
enough.
Yeah, this is too sticky.
Too
You got it.
sticky.
Yeah.
She says it's too sticky.
I like sometimes if I'm worried that the clay's gonna dry out, I'll like sprinkle some water in the bag to keep it moist, but I may have been overly,
Overkill.
yeah. We have some more clay. Does that clay feel better?
Well, this, yeah, but I don't think it's enough, so I may mix it.
Here, hold on.
I could mix the two together, you know, but. Little chickadee. Oh.
What?
She's like, I'll be right back. My puppy needs to go outside. Baby powder, yeah. Debbie doesn't have any cornstarch, so she gave me baking powder. I don't know if that'll work. I'm gonna. Gina White, Debbie, she wants to know how you came up with the names for DIY paint colors. She is like a bottomless pit of beautiful, beautiful ideas, and she amazes me with how she does that. It's just a gift. It's a gift. It's a God-given gift.
But I do, like, when I think of a name, I will write it down in my journal. Like I have an idea journal, and I will just write the names down there when they come to me.
Oh, she puts it in her journal. So guess who's with us right now?
Who?
Christy. She wants to know if you got her crazy video that you asked for yesterday.
No. How did she send it to me?
Christy, she said no. How did you send it to her? Because you made her laugh. That video was so funny.
It's hilarious. Don't know, Sadie, you cannot eat this. Can you see Sadie over here on the camera?
No.
She's trying to eat the...
Debbie's opening a bag of clay, and my dog thinks it's some sort of snack.
Here, this clay will be easier.
Okay.
No, Christy posted the funniest video, and I want to post it to Debbie's Design Diary. But
She wants to show all of
posted
you
it
guys.
in the private Facebook group, so I couldn't share it. So, Christy, I need to know where you sent it so I can share it.
Yeah, as soon as she gets it, she's gonna post it and share it with everybody. It was so funny.
I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, we don't want to give it away.
Throwing canvas out the window? Why? I almost threw my dresser. I almost burnt my dresser. Like, I didn't really, but I wanted to.
But now you love it, aren't you glad?
That was like the most surprising thing about the next video. Like, I seriously hated it.
At first.
I'm like, I'm gonna just take this back to the thrift store or sell it for $100 and get it out of my face. I don't like it, and I was just like trying to come to terms with the fact that, you know, you can make something totally beautiful that you love, and then 5 minutes later you can make something that is just not good. And that's just the way of being an artist. Like, you know, just when you think, oh, I'm really learning, I'm really good, everything I make turns to gold, then boom, ugly. And
It's going to be posted very, very soon. She almost finished it yesterday, but I made her put it away because it was Easter.
yeah, I didn't feel right working on Easter, and I really did just want a day to just like relax.
Yeah, so we had a really relaxing Easter, and she's almost done.
Yeah. So anyway, I was almost done with the video. The last thing I do is I photograph it to use all the still pictures that you see at the beginning for the video. And I was photographing it, and I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should just try this one last thing. And it was the simplest thing. It wasn't anything involved or elaborate or that would take an hour's worth of my time. It literally took like 15 more minutes. And that completely changed it.
It was like the magic
Yeah.
icing on the cake.
And I went from, oh my gosh, this is just a C- in my head. Like, it wasn't ugly at that point. Like, I worked it into prettiness, but I just didn't personally love it. And I just wanted to sell it and get it out of my face. And then I was like, oh, I would keep this now. If I had room, I would totally have this in my bedroom. And then I'm like, this looks like you could see it at the Sundance catalog. And then I showed it to her and Melissa, and everybody's like, wow. And it was just this one simple little tweak, and I was shocked. I never thought I would like it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it was beautiful before, but oh wow, she just, yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see it.
It was all right. It was, now I really like it, and I did not expect that. This time I just thought, well, it's a learning experience. Can't win them all. All right, I got it glued on. It goes around the edge. It's not on the back. Not sure what I'm gonna do on the back, but I am going to color or paint in some of the stuff, and then I might add some molds around the edge or something. I don't know.
So I'm just making a few molds that I'm going to use on my book as soon as my book dries.
Oh, are you using the flowers?
Yeah. I did bohemian blue and now I'm making sunflowers. So I'm going to put yellow on bohemian blue.
So some supplies finally arrived that I've been waiting for.
Oh,
so
what?
Tomorrow we're going to do a jewelry project. Been waiting for the stuff to get in. And later this week we're going to use the mermaid molds on something that I've been waiting for as well.
Mermaid molds are right here. I almost used the mermaid molds for my book, but it's a little too big. So we'll do those. Those are the same mermaid molds that you used on your dresser pools, right?
Yeah, I made dresser handles out of the mermaid molds, and I love them.
Yeah.
I have a video on that if you guys haven't seen it.
That might be a hard one to find quickly and post. Oops.
What, the mermaid
Yeah.
dresser? I can just go get it right now.
The dresser?
I can get one of the drawers.
Oh, she's gonna go get the dresser with the drawer pull. That was one she kept. Debbie's Design Diary. Have you seen the new mermaid mold? Is there a new one?
There's a new mermaid mold?
A new mermaid mold?
No.
Mold? No, but there's the old. That's this one.
So this is the top of my nightstand, and
Lift it up a little hard. Yeah, there you go.
See, it comes off the edge, and I put the pull behind it so you can actually reach and use it as a drawer pull. So this is resin, and then the hardware is behind it, so it became the pull. There's a whole video.
Barbara said I should blow dry my book. I agree because it's taking forever. So I may do that. Yeah, I love this mermaid mold. It is beautiful.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to do something else. I've made a Christmas ornament with it.
Oh, good. Cobweb put.
Oh, thank you.
She put the video.
Cobweb just put the link to the video on the mermaid nightstand. She's good at finding stuff fast.
I know. I've noticed that. It's like, whoa, she's fast. She even found my daughter's YouTube site really fast that one time.
I know.
So, how are the candles coming along? Are those?
The labels are coming tomorrow. The candles are all made. The labels will be here tomorrow.
Awesome.
As soon as they come, we're gonna photograph all the candles, put the labels on them, and upload them to the website. I am so excited. Ellie's super excited.
Ellie's doing an awesome job on them.
She is. They smell super good.
I keep having to redo my leaf, but only because I didn't put the powder inside.
You don't want to overwork the clay because then they don't come out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you using that new clay I gave you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this little stem broke. It broke
Oh.
several times because I forgot to put the powder in it and it got stuck. But I might be overworking the clay, so.
Yeah, I have trouble with the stems too. Sometimes I just use the leaf without the stem and then pull the stem out and kind of piece it together.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So I'm coloring in my paintbrush handles.
Okay. That's better.
Someone says they're loving the chirping. Like I do you notice the chirping?
Oh yeah, the birds.
We have a big coral tree outside and there's a bunch of hummingbirds and different birds.
It is. It's a beautiful sound. I have birds in my front yard, and every morning I go out there and have my coffee and I listen to the birds.
Jan says when she hears the birds, she feels like they're telling her a story.
I'll sit there and I'll start chirping with them. I try to mimic their sound, and I feel like I'm talking back to them.
How do you do it? Let me hear.
I go like this.
Oh, look at Sadie. Sadie's running over here now.
You hear the birdie. You said the birdie. She hears the bird. Sadie always comes when I whistle. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you, Sadie.
Scraps to Beauty, I have a mermaid mold. We have one right here, but thank you for offering to send it. We have the mermaid molds on our website. You can order them on DIY a Go-Go.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do the back real quick, and then I might blow dry. Blow dry it fast.
Oh, Barbara says that she puts a wipe in her bag with the paper plate, like a baby wipe. That probably is a better idea than sprinkling water in there to keep
Oh,
it moist.
that is a really good idea.
And Nancy says she puts seeds out every morning, and now the birds are up in the trees waiting as if to say, "Hey lady, bring the grub."
I know, I do too. I use finch feed because I love the finches, and they come every day, and I mean sometimes they come in like dozens. It is so amazing.
Yeah, I lived in a place, like, I have to say though, like, be careful about where you put the bird food, because I lived in this awesome place, and this guy below me had this big deck, and he put all these bird feeders out, and I happened to park across from his deck,
Oh,
and
no.
that was my only parking space, and he started doing that, and even I looked out the window, I'm like, oh, look at all the pretty birds, it's so cute. And then I go out to my car, and my car is white, just bombarded. It looked like a pack of 1,000,000 birds just bombed my car.
Yeah, well, and me too. I had to move my bird feeder several times because even though it was beautiful, it definitely created a little bit of a poopy problem.
Yeah, you don't want anyone's car being affected. I'm like, I don't care how sweet the birds are, I do not want my car bombarded.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna paint my molds before I glue them on. But do they need to be dry before I paint them?
Yeah, otherwise you have to paint them pretty gingerly because otherwise you'll affect the all the details in the molds. And I like to actually glue them down so that they dry flush with the surface, and then paint.
very carefully
Yeah.
paint. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then let me blow dry my book really quick.
You can almost use DIY paint like watercolor. Like I barely have any on my brush, and I'm coloring in the fabric. See that? Like it's just like the smallest amount of paint. My friend Karen does gratitude journals. I've never done one, but I've heard a lot of people say that they really like them, and that just the act of writing down things that you're grateful for can be really life-changing. And I'm grateful for Cobweb and Bristles putting all of our addresses and information in, and all of you watching. Sally says, I live in a rural area, no cars harmed in my backyard. That's awesome, Sally. Oh, Janet, you picked up the heat gun from the wrong end. That's not good. Yeah. So many mistakes happen when crafting, Gina. It's just part of it. Like, I want to encourage all of you. I think that's what holds people back creatively is because people are afraid to make mistakes. And like, that is how I have learned so many things. And I would never have created anything good if I didn't take chances and try to make something new that I didn't know what the result was going to be.
Leah Grant, is that what you just read?
What?
She said, I was grumpy earlier. My boyfriend said, just go paint something. He must know what works.
Yep.
Where is your glue again? Right here? Does that one work?
Yeah, good luck with it. Here's the, here's the little bowl of water. So you got to dig it out and then use the spray bottle to help the glue move around because it's super tacky.
Okay.
So what are you going to use your journal for, Danielle?
I think I'm just going to put it on my coffee table and use it because I'm always like needing a pad of, a notepad of paper to write things. And I don't like sticky notes everywhere. I don't like yellow notes everywhere. I like to keep my notes in one place. So I think I'm just going to make it really pretty. It's got all the colors of my house. And I'm just going to keep it on my coffee table.
And then just like rip out the pages as they become irrelevant?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, maybe.
I wonder what would happen if I put like the new green wax over this whole thing.
Oh. Whoa, see? I would have never thought that.
But it could ruin it. So do I do it, or do I take this scrap piece and try it on a scrap?
See, this is, right now, you guys, this is creativity in action. There's no Debbie used to always say you got to know the rules to break the rules. She's breaking a rule right now. She's just going to try something, see how it turns out. She doesn't know, but she's going to try.
Because I kind of want like a color wash over the whole thing, but I don't want the colors to blend with what I've already painted.
I see what you're saying.
And the wax might be kind of like a resist. I
But
don't
you would never know unless you tried. Right?
Yeah, you don't know. You gotta try. Ton True says, I'm so excited I caught you two live. I am all about the journals. I make junk journals. I use my junk journal as my gratitude journal. You can never have too many journals. Awesome. Carts and Millie is here. She says, dang it, I'm late.
You're not late.
You're not late. We'll be back tomorrow too. And then Lachey says the wax will act like a resist. That's what I'm hoping.
Like a what?
Like a resist.
Oh.
Sally Hutton, I think the middle name should be It's Good. And Lucy says she likes the new angle of the camera because she can see what we're doing better.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's what I was trying to do.
Sometimes I get mad at Danielle for the angle. I'm like, I didn't like yesterday's angle.
Just sometimes? No. So tomorrow we're gonna make jewelry. Is that what you said?
Yes. We have some jewelry projects to make, and later this week we're gonna work with resin and the Mermaid Molds, I think.
Do you have toothpicks somewhere?
Yeah. Yep.
Over there.
They were here.
Yeah, I thought I remember seeing them. They're hiding somewhere.
Here.
Um,
Okay, this is a little scrap. I'm gonna test on the scrap what happens if you put green wax on it. But first I'm gonna go hit it with the hair dryer, because I kind of want to cover the whole front of the book in green wax, but I don't want to ruin it. And it could. It very easily could.
Okay, I'm going to try to read some of these while Debbie's using the blow dryer. Lucy, I just had an idea watching you guys. I can fill all mussel and shells with clay so they don't easily smash when stuck onto things. I'm not sure I understand that, but maybe somebody does. Yes, the green wax is the new Shipwrecked. It's pretty cool. And we're going to use it again tomorrow on the jewelry. She's already showed me what we're doing. It's pretty cool. Shipwrecked is a turquoise wax. says, Chickadee Creations, Danielle, I can't wait to go to the post office to get my basket. Oh, did she get my basket?
Oh, is that Emily? The one that won the basket?
Did you change your name again?
Isn't her name Emily?
I can't remember.
But she did say she has a business name.
Oh,
So
yeah,
maybe she's
okay.
logged in as her business name?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Chickadee Creations, is that you?
yeah, your basket should be there very soon, right? Like
Sally Hutton says, Danielle,
Yeah.
your bang trim was so good.
Aw,
Yes.
thank you. When Debbie told me that she, wanted my video to be 10 minutes, I'm like, I'm just cutting bangs. Like, I'm not giving a whole haircut. So, it was just a 3-minute little tip. I'm glad you guys liked it.
Okay, I'm putting the clear wax on first because it always gives you more control over any colored wax that you apply. So fabric changes everything up though. Like, I don't know how much control I'm gonna have when I put on this green wax. But generally on a hard surface, you put the clear wax down first, so if you get too much of the dark wax or white wax or our new shipwrecked wax, you can wipe it back. But fabric is very porous. But I did do it just to see how it's going to be. So
And
now
you like it?
well,
You gonna do it?
the verdict is out. So now I wiped it all over it, and I'm gonna try and wipe it off. Who knows? But I want some of that other color to show through. And I still want the original pattern to be visible.
Okay,
That's how
so
it's
Joe
looking.
asked what mold I used. What is this one? This is
That's the He Loves Me.
He Loves Me mold with the sun. There's all sorts of different pretty sunflowers, and I used the sunflower and the leaf. But these flowers are like Gerbers, and they're beautiful. But I wanted the sunflower because I'm going to use yellow. Oops.
So the clear wax, I'm putting it back on over top the green wax, and it is pulling some of the green wax off because I just don't want to cover up all the pretty detail of the print. And that's how it's looking, which is kind of cool. Like, you can still see everything, and the red is still there. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it or not. I kind
Let
of
me see. I think it kind of dilutes.
Yeah.
It dilutes it.
I
Just
think
a
maybe
little.
not.
Well, aren't you glad you tried it
Well,
first?
I'm constantly trying things to see if I like them or not.
I think that's a great example of, because you get so many questions on, will this work, will that work? It's a great example of just to get a scrap and try it.
But I am discovering that if you're painting on fabric, especially if you want to like color in some kind of printed fabric, you don't need very much paint at all. Like I would suggest spraying the fabric first and then barely dabbing it because the color does kind of run and spread. And it almost has like a very cool watercolor effect. So I'm just putting a few dots of paint down. And then it's very quickly sort of bleeding.
You got to show a close-up of that.
Well, I'm not done.
So this is my flower. I just rolled out a stem. There was no, I just made my own. And then the leaves, and I have it glued down. I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'll paint the flower. But now I think I'll do like another coat of paint maybe, or some distressing looks. Whoops. I'm putting the lid of the toothpicks on the glue. Okay, you guys guys. Like my book, it's pretty simple. It doesn't take much to make the book look pretty. You know, it'll be a pretty little thing sitting around my house.
Don't let it just sit. Use it.
Huh?
Use it. Don't just let it sit.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm gonna use it for sure, but I love that it'll be on display, like out in the...
Okay, there it is. You can see the colors bled a little bit, but I kind of like it that way. It has like a watercolor effect. And I am gonna put some clay molds around the edge to trim it.
So that fabric that's already pre-printed that you're painting like that, you can actually buy that like that?
Yeah, it's a 12 by 12 square of fabric, and you could use it for many things, especially if you sew. You could use it.
You can make pillows out of it and paint. You could paint it and make pillows, or you could paint it and frame it like a piece of artwork.
You could make like a little wallet,
Oh.
you know, like a little like zippered pouch thing situation.
I like it. The glue is Aileen's tacky glue. Yes, thank you. Let's see, what else?
So is that all you're doing to yours?
Well, I was gonna paint
I
it,
like
but
the
it's not
flower
dry
a
yet.
lot, but you need like a border. You need to add some more clay.
More clay,
Yeah.
like on the edge.
Yeah,
Okay.
and maybe around the edges of the book.
Okay. So do you have border molds? Yeah, I think we do, don't we?
Yeah, there's lots of things you can use as borders. Lucy McDonald says, Debi, paint. Well, where'd you go? Bring your comment back. Try painting the corners to make it look aged and dirty, just like L shapes on the front. Yeah, that could be cool. I thought about fraying the edge too. See, here's the thing. In real life, like, I know this is real life, but like, in real life, when I'm making a video, I play around with it, I tear it apart, I do it again, I experiment.
She obsesses.
I tweak, and I love details. Like, I love to detail things out. Right now, like, if I wanted to, I could still be working on the first thing we started 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I have all these projects in a pile that I don't even think are finished, you know, the tote bag and the banner that I painted and everything. Like, the only thing that I feel is finished that I've made is maybe the truck photo holder, and everything else is just kind of halfway done. But like, I don't think you guys want to see me like obsessing over one thing for 3 weeks.
We don't want to see her obsessing, trust me.
And my lifestyle isn't where I can circle back to many things. Look, here's this cute little beaded border, and I'm gonna put that around the edge right here. I think that's gonna be really cute. So like, every time I walk away, it kind of hurts my soul a little bit, because I'm like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, and you know, I've got to do my job and make sure that the website is running. I've got to make the edited videos, so it's been a character building experience for me to just walk away from things and leave them simple, like the way you do it, where I would just be like, there'd be like 15 more molds on there, there'd be a stamp on the book spine, it would be aged, I'd use dust, I'd use copper, I'd just be like all into it until it ended up like that. Who was that gal who sent us that box, that cardboard box that was so amazing? Like, I looked at that, I'm like, yeah, that's the kind of stuff I like to do. Like, she made a cardboard box look like something that came out of a sunken ship from the 1800s. It was awesome, inside and out. I love that kind of stuff.
But see, to me, that's overkill. It's like somebody who spends, you know,
It's not overkill, it's art.
I know, but I'm practical. My mind is practical. It would be like somebody who spends $100,000 on a $50,000 home, you know, to remodel it. And the value could never be, I mean, unless you were going to live in it forever.
What happened? I had that fully charged.
I don't know how much they heard.
Did we totally lose battery?
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, where's your plug? Your long plug.
It's in my bedroom.
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah, see, that's where we differ, because even if I lived in a $50,000 home, if I loved the home, I would spend money making the home beautiful, even if I couldn't get the resale value out of it, because to me, surrounding myself with beautiful things that I enjoy improve my quality of life, and it's not all about the money for me.
Well, I guess if you're gonna, if you're gonna enjoy it and live in it, but if you're trying
But
to,
I mean, there is a fine line. Like, I have to be practical because I have a business to run, and I can't just sit here and make crafts all day long when I have bills to pay and other people depending on me. So it is,
Yeah.
you do have to draw the line. But it's fun to just totally like get lost in your art and make something just for the sheer joy of making it.
oh,
you know?
they said that they hear everything, even though we do all of our battery control. So good. That's good to know.
Lisa Dixon says, "Me too, Debbie. I have lived in some dumpsters and they look like a dollhouse. I have lived in some crap places and I have always made them look amazing. And I've lived in some really cool places too. One of the places that I lived in, oh my gosh, it was just a big, similar to this, just a big square up on top, overlooking the ocean, the same place where the birds bombed my car.
The boobs.
The boobs. But it had windows, like floor to ceiling windows, super high ceilings, and it had all this potential, and it overlooked the lagoon and the beach. And the only reason I could afford to live there was because it was a crap hole. I mean, it was this beautiful location, beautiful view of the ocean, but one wall was made out of corrugated plastic, like not the whole wall, but like the wall went up to about above my head, and then there was like 4 feet at a slant that, you know, that corrugated metal, but it's clear plastic. It was that. So there were like spiders.
And it wasn't even insulated, it was freezing.
Yeah, it was so cold that in the winter in Southern California, my glue gun wouldn't always work. Like the glue would get cold before I could get it all the way squeezed out. I couldn't keep my coffee warm.
But it had the most amazing ocean
But
view.
that was the place that ended up in the magazine. I had this big, there used to be a big giant skylight, like 10 feet by 14 feet. But it blew off in a storm, so the landlord just nailed plywood over it, and there was all these water stains, and I hung these umbrellas up, and I made it look really, really cool, and it was really cool.
She did. It was like a true artist loft. It was awesome.
Man, like for practicality purposes, it was.
It was, but I mean, it was affordable.
Yeah. Yep.
Debbie's always made her wherever she's lived so beautiful, no matter what. She's always done. And then I always have her come over to my house and help me decorate my house.
Yeah, that was a neat place. I finally, I stayed there for 3 years, and then I was so cold in the winter one year that I went to the camping store. I'm like, what do people wear when they sleep in the snow? And I bought these pants and a top for like extreme camping people, and it kept me warm, but I'd wake up in the middle of the night and I'd have to rip it off because my skin couldn't breathe. And then after like the 3rd winter there, I'm like, I can't take it anymore. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. Yeah. But it was fun while it lasted. Vintage Sin says her craft room / sunroom is a disaster and I'm going to clean it after this, so I'm kind of hoping that this never ends.
I know, it's definitely a good time to do the spring cleaning.
LaShaw says she's lived in a tent in the desert.
Whoa.
Can't decorate that easily. Wow. Give me paint blankets and some chairs and I'm gonna have a house. Only in Southern California is 60 degrees cold. Yeah, but this was really like, it was cold. It was like in the mornings it would be cold and late at night it would be cold. Because it does get down. Like, what's the coldest it gets here at night?
Well, we have gotten like 38 degrees. We have, believe it or not, we have. But it's very rare. But usually our California cold nights are like 45, 50. That's the normal. But lately we've had some pretty cold weather.
Yeah, and then you got to take into account the wind factor. And I was right on the water, so it was chilly, man. Even for Southern Cal. I'm gonna try and paint this first. You don't typically want to paint clay before it dries because you can lose the shape. But I don't know. It's probably not a good idea.
So Debbie told me to put like some beading on the back, and I did. See?
Oh yeah, cute.
So I'll paint that later. I'm gonna let that dry. And when I say I'll paint that later, I will.
She will.
I will.
Maybe one of these days in the future we'll have a makeup craft day and I'll just lay out all the things that I haven't finished and work on finishing them up. Because like this is not done and who knows when I'm going to get back to it. I have to wait for the clay to dry. I'm trying to paint it wet. It's not working because you can't press your brush very hard. And you do want it to, like, it's better to glue it in place because the clay can curl up and shrink a little bit. So what I'll probably do is just lay this on here without it being glued on, and then I'll lay another, like a magazine over it so that it dries flat. And then after it's dry, I'll paint it and then I'll glue it on. But it's tricky when you're trying to do it all in an hour. Here, will you put this clay back in the bag?
Yeah.
So
how did we do? Is it? Oh, it's 3:10.
we did.
Time just flies by. I thought it was like only 2:45 right now.
Yeah.
Barbara, am I having fun? Yes, I'm having fun. I'm starting to like you guys.
You like that?
No, I liked you guys all along. I just didn't like crafting, but I'm starting to look forward to these 2 o'clock afternoons. And I didn't think I would, but they're fun. I don't always take everything home that I make. Like
I
after
try and make her. I'm like, here, take this home. No, I don't like that.
I know like last week, that wreath that I made. I'm like, you can have that. I don't like it. And she's like, I don't like it either.
I'm gonna fix it though.
She's gonna fix it and make it better.
That's what I mean by we're gonna have a craft makeup day. So okay, so because I want these to dry without curling them up, I'm laying them on a paper towel. And then I'm taking the mold. It doesn't take a lot of weight, but see, I'm setting the mold right on top of them. And that's enough pressure so that they won't curl up.
But
and
you
then
won't
I
lose
can-
the shape either.
Yeah, yeah, not so heavy that it'll smush it, but enough pressure so that they'll dry really nice and flat. And then once they're dry, oh, your flowers slide.
Starting to slide.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Then tomorrow I'll paint them and adhere them to the book. But tomorrow we're doing jewelry. We're making some jewelry.
Okay, so I don't know if you saw that, but my flowers started sliding. I thought it was dry, so you definitely have to put painter's tape or something.
So,
Any questions before we go?
There was a tornado in Louisiana. 19 people died.
What?
Goodness.
In where?
On Easter Sunday,
Oh.
1.3 million people without power. In New Orleans, I'm lucky to have power and be alive. The worst didn't hit us. Trees were down. Wow.
Where was it?
I guess in Louisiana, like near New
Oh my
Orleans.
gosh. I didn't know that. I didn't hear anything about that.
Me neither. So I guess there were several. Louisiana and Georgia and Alabama. Arkansas also.
Wow. I did not hear. We must have just been so cooped up on Easter with no electronics
Yeah.
that we didn't pay attention.
Annette says, I'm in between sizes on the cuff bracelet. Should I go up or down in size? Can I go down? Just depends on how tight you want it to fit. I like mine to fit really snug because I don't like them sliding around on my wrist. So I would get a string and I would like take the measurement of the cuff off of our website. We give you the measurements and then put that around your wrist and see if it feels comfortable.
I actually got one that was a little too big and I wanted it tighter, so I'm just taking it to a like a leather shoe guy in our neighborhood, and I'm having him readjust the snap for me. So you could do that too if you wanted.
Yeah.
Or add another snap.
All right.
Well, so tomorrow we're gonna do some jewelry.
Christy says, not sure if you go back and read comments one more time. I've sent this message 5 times.
Uh-oh, what did we
Video
miss?
is in your messenger box. Oh, okay, Christy, I'll look for it there. Thank you.
We look away, and that's usually when
Well, the comments just fly like a freight train.
like a freight train. Good.
Quilters call them UFOs, unfinished objects. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Mary says, when my craft room gets too messy, I move to the dining room. Yeah, the only problem here is this is just one big space, so there ain't no escape.
Yeah. This is Debbie's dining room table when she eats.
Yeah, and the living room is over in this area, and behind that is my sleeping area. Okay, you guys, we will see you tomorrow with the jewelry project.
Did you tell
Get your
everybody
beads
where
out.
you got your dress?
On our website, DIY a Go Go.
That's a cute dress. I like that one.
I love this dress. It's super
Yeah, look
cute.
at the shoulders. You know how much Debbie loves embroidered things. That is cute.
They're all cute.
Everything.
All right, you guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, see you
Thank
tomorrow
you.
too.
Thanks for watching.